everyone. I have gotten a box from Brambleberry. This one's a surprise. And I got a package from Sarah. I'm very excited to open it. And I had a few other things I want to talk to you about. And so I thought, well, let's just open it up on camera. It's so much more fun anyway. And I've actually had this package for a couple of days. But if any of you noticed, I was really late on replying to you on some things. And I've been AOL, I think that's what they call it, on Facebook. Because my life's been crazy. The grandbabies have been sick. But I have tried to still be available, but not as much as usual, and I'm really sorry. Oh, that does smell good. Sarah is so sweet to me, and if you've seen the other video, she bought me this absolutely awesome thermometer to use in my soaping room with the soap. And if you watch some of my videos, you'll hear that little beep, 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 beep in the background, and that's it. And she lives at a place where they produce edible, I think it's spearmint, but we'll see, mint. And here is pure fresh mint leaves, dried. And she gets this, I think, from what you call not farmer's market, but like the depot for farmers. Oh, I know! It's the place where all the farmers go. Not when they die, when they're still alive. Oh, I know the name of it. I cannot do it. Anyway, and she wanted me to try some of her awesome homegrown, their local, and it's edible and organically grown. Oh. You know, I have taken mint from my garden and I have dried it. And I have ground it up, made a powder out of it, and it did not smell like this. This smells absolutely heavenly. I think that this would actually produce some odor in the soap. Oh. I think mint is supposed to be energizing, but maybe it's because I'm tired. But it's definitely awesome. Alright, and then she got me 100% pure mint oil. And she packed it so beautifully. Somebody will get their body butter wrapped up in that. We must recycle. And I thought that it might be spearmint just from our conversation. But I've not actually used spearmint before. Because spearmint can be very overpowering in soap. But that don't smell like spearmint. It's absolutely heavenly. It's definitely mint, maybe a wintergreen. It has the most awesome mint smell. It don't smell like peppermint. But yet it has a fruity It has a fruity mint smell. I have never smelled anything like it. And they say that, that it's edible, but, in moderation. Very, very minty. Of course, there's no sugar, but very, very minty. Oh, I tell you, she's going to have to find out what breed of mint this is. That's just all I know. And it is absolutely awesome. It really, really smells different from, I just keep wanting to smell more of it. Because of that fruity background, it makes you think of juicy fruit or something. That chewing gum? I love this. I know I probably look perplexed, but I am. and this must be the mint that it comes from. And I think, and now I can smell that undertone, but it's much stronger than that. Of course, it's much more condensed. So we're going to have to make some soap of this. And we're going to do fun things with this. But I really want to know what species it is now. I can't wait to find out. That is so exciting. Now, I had, and I don't think she put the name of her farm on there. I think it was Neely Farms. I had some people asking in comments about the aloe vera allergies that I have and what products I can use, and also about my grandchildren. And so I wanted to just put a little plug in for Pampers Baby Fresh. I buy them at Walmart. Right now, it is the only baby wipe that does not have aloe vera in it in our town, or the biggest town right next to us. And I use these every day. I'm a baby wipe girl. So the Baby Fresh. Now they have another one that's got something else written right here in the package. I think is the same color, but it's not. It doesn't say Baby Fresh. And I just, want to give a shout out to Pampers for taking care of our aloe vera people. And if you've been looking for an aloe vera free baby wipe, that's it. All right. Now, Brambleberry. And I'm telling you, that is heaven. And I'm going to put that in some of my Tart. I'm going to put that in my Tart burner as soon as I find out. As soon as I find out what species that is. I don't know. I might not can wait. And now, this is our Brambleberry haul. And if you remember, they always give you something when you order. And the last couple of times, they have given me fragrance oil, which I cannot use. And I cannot sell it either. I've tried. But when people see the nice, organic, wholesome fragrance oil soap, and then they see the Spirit Lifter soap, they pick the soap that will do something for you. So I don't have any luck selling it either, but I've established a market, a certain Angolan market. So anyway, so if there's a bottle of fragrance oil in there, we're gonna give it away. All right, thanks for your order. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for your order. I hope you love everything you received. I'm Tina, the main telephone ninja and email answerer for Brambleberry. If this is your first time making soap, or if you are seasoned professional, I hope you got that happy feeling when the box arrived at the door. And I did. Okay. I love that I get to spend my day working on soap projects and help customers come up with amazing, and strikingly beautiful creations. Join our soapy celebration by fanning us on Facebook and seeing what inspirations our army of soap makers and fans are coming up with every day. I will look forward to seeing you. Thanks, Tina. P.S. if you're looking for your invoice, you can log into your account. No more paper invoices. You get the happy letter instead. Okay, and we've got peanuts. There it is, my preservative. My awesome preservative. I cannot wait to make lotion. I'm going to make 2 videos. And I'm going to do lotion and, a day cream and a night cream. And I've not had a night cream, only a body butter. And if some of you know, the last body butter I made, I put 1 pound of cocoa butter to 5 pounds of shea butter, and it ended up having a granular appearance. But as soon as you did this with it, it just, but the cocoa butter being like hard as a rock, whenever when it went together, it still left this granular appearance, and it like had this little freeze frame top, where the cocoa butter went. And so don't do that, y'all. 1 pound cocoa butter to 5 pound shea butter is too much, as they say at Bob Barker. That's too much, on the Price is Right. So, but I'm going to try a night cream filament 11. So that's coming up. I'm going to have to dump the peanuts. I was going to try not to do it. So, let's see. Oh, they did. Okay, everybody, let's get ready. Brambleberry. Oh. Plumeria fragrance oil. Okay, who wants a bottle of Plumeria fragrance oil? What you got to do is go down into the description, where you put comments and say, I want it. And of course, you have to be willing to give me your address, and I will mail you some Plumeria fragrance oil. And because I can't use it, I have no need for it. They always give me stuff, and they even told me the last time I ordered, if you'll tell us ahead of time that you're allergic to fragrance oil, we'll send you something else. Did I remember? No. So, now if you were thinking that you might want it, check the description and make sure nobody else has put in there, I want it. Because the first person that says I want it gets it, and they do it by time and everything, so it's easy for me to make sure the right person gets it. Alright, so now this is the fun part. I got me some clays to test. I can't remember how many I ordered, but I'm going to assume it was 3, since there is no invoice in this video. In this box. So, I can't confirm that at the moment, but I rarely do anyway, so no biggie. So, let's get Mr. Peanuts. And if you order soap from me, you might get some green peanuts, because I recycle everything. All shipping supplies that I get stuff in, all gets recycled in some way or another. Okay, no, there's still just too many of them. Hang on, guys, just another minute. There we go. Now, I am an all-natural girl, and see the cute Brambleberry logo? There we go. I am an all-natural girl, but I break my rule for fragrance. For preservative, because if you don't use a preservative, you can turn your customers green. And if they have broken skin and your products begin to have bacteria grow in them, they can get a skin infection that can become a bloodstream infection that can actually, I've been told, become deadly. So I will not cut corners on a broad spectrum preservative. So we're going to use Mrs. Brambleberry's preservative. And then let's look at these clays. I got red Brazilian clay, rose clay, and purple Brazilian clay. I cannot wait to try purple Brazilian clay. This is going to be so much fun. I'm soon to do a new bar of soap, a ladies hormone soap, and I'm considering doing a men's hormone soap. And so I think the purple and then the red maybe for men. So we'll see. And so I'm looking so forward to playing with that. My table's coming apart. All right, now just a few other things I wanted to say. I wanted to give a shout out to my dear soaping friend who told me and sent me a picture of this tray. It is a cement mixing tray where you mix by hand. $5.47 at Lowe's. And I love the fact that it has the rounded, so stuff can't get down the corners. Although this is slightly rounded, this will be like two corners. I won't have to fight, and I can just dump everything in here and move it around, and I don't think I'm going to get as bad, at least, sore muscles, and I'd be able to do it myself and not have to get my husband to help me. Although I was very grateful for him to do that. This way I can do it myself. And of course, you know, these can be used for many things. It shows it being used for recycling, cement, as a thing for collecting the oil when you're changing your oil yourself, and also as a flower bed, a raised flower bed. And they had a bigger one, but it was like 2 times bigger, and I think I'd have had a hard time getting it in the video. And this was more than enough room, but can you believe it was only $5.47? I had to go to the lumber department of Lowe's and ask for where they had the pans to mix cement by hand in. And the little guy said, oh, they're over here. So I am so excited about getting that. $5.47. And we're going to make sugar scrub. I bought all the ingredients. And so we are going to make sugar scrub. And I'm going to have the video on really soon. And this is my most exciting news. If some of you knew, some of you may have known, that my Tart burners, I lent this one to my mother. Yeah, I lent this one to my mother. And she didn't realize, and she dropped oil on the light bulb. And the light bulb has 2 little prongs, and they have to be a certain width apart and a certain size around, plus of course, you know, the light bulb itself. And I sent my husband, and I can't remember why I sent a man to do a woman's job. I do not know why I did that. But I sent my husband to Walmart, and I told him, I said, get a manager. Take that little light bulb with you, because Wesker's sick, and we need to be able to put the eucalyptus and the lavender and the peppermint in the Tart burner so that he can breathe. And I said, Wesker's sick. We got to have it. I said, so take this, take the little light bulb, and that came out of that one, and take it to Walmart, take it to Radio Shack, take it to Lowe's, and then if they don't have it, ask them if they can recommend a place. And he came back and said that you couldn't buy them in Fort Payne. So I drove all the way to Chattanooga, an hour drive, and I bought 2 of these, on sale at David's Candles. And I will have to say that these are actually better than these. It has, you can't take the tray off for cleaning like you can this one. This one you can take the tray off and clean it, but they do make them with the tray that's cleanable, but they weren't on sale. But it has when you turn it on, it's 1 click, turn it off, it's 2 clicks. So, and I thought, oh no, it might be too hot, but it wasn't. It's absolutely perfect for essential oils. It gives absolutely no issue with overheating them. The essential oils last longer and just do awesome in these pots. Let's see if there's a brand name on here. It says Wax Warmer Air Refresher. not David Candles, Yankee Candle Company. So this is made for Yankee Candle Company, I do believe. Um, it says, yeah, I believe it's a product, yeah, manufactured in China. So I believe this is made specifically for Yankee Candles. But it is awesome. And I haven't used this one, but I bought two, and I've used it, and it works beautifully. So if you, and this has an internal heating element. You can't get to it. You can't drop oil on it. It's not a light bulb, they tell me. So this is like a crock pot. It will last and last and last and last and last. Where once I went and took my little light bulb to Lowe's and said, can I get one? Do you have replacement bulbs like this? Oh, sure. Come right over. Took me right over there. Got me right to what I needed. And I tried to get, this is a 35 watt bulb, and I tried to get a 10 or 15, but I'm sorry. The prongs change. Every time the wattage went down, the prongs changed. The higher the wattage, the wider they were, the longer they were. And the skinnier they were, the smaller the wattage, and the skinnier, that they were to each other, closer they were to each other, and the shorter. So I had to get an exact 35 watt. And so let's see if it fits. It is a halogen 35 watt that cost me $5 and something. I think it was $5.97. And I was very, very, very distressed about the fact that it cost $5.97. And she told me that I was not to touch this bulb, that I was to have a tissue. Hang on, everybody. Here we go. I'll use this plastic bag. That's thin too, so I can feel my fingers good. So let's see if this one will work, will fit. Ta-da! Perfect fit. Yay! So that got one down. Now, if you don't know how this one got shot, is I thought, well, did the oil short out the unit or did it blow the bulb? And halogen lights cannot have oil on them. It was so smart to make them in an oil burner, wasn't it? It was so smart to put halogen bulbs in an open area where oil will cause them to pop. So smart, wasn't it? So anyway, I thought, well, I'll take this one out and put it in there and test it. I had that thing in the air all of 2 seconds, and it went flying out of my hand and went clunkety clunk clunk on the kitchen counter. That's it. It was blowed. No oil required. Just Kimberly to get a hold of it. So let's put this one in here. And on these, like right now, I have the Spirit Lifter essential oils in this one. But when you have these, you must, if it sloshes and gets on the bottom and drips on your bulb, pop. That's what happens. And so you must be very tidy with them. And they have an on and off with quite a bit of leeway. And I tell people, you can turn it up just for a few minutes to get it going, but then you got to turn it down to like night light, turn it down real soft. Otherwise, it gets the oils too hot and they will flash off, or they'll just, what I would call, burn up too quickly. So, and these here I got off eBay, and I think I paid around $10 including the shipping, $10, $11, $12. Where this was normally $16.99, but I got it for half price because it was on sale. And this one here will have almost no maintenance, but I'll have to clean it different. I'll have to take it like one of those crock pots you get where the crock don't come out. I'll have to take it to the sink and be careful, not to get water in it to clean it when I need to. Or you know, clean it with a baby wipe. That's a good idea. So, alright, so let's see. Have I done everything I need to do? I got my Brambleberry. And I talked about that. And thank you, Sarah. I got my peppermint. We're going to make some fun soap. And I think I'm going to put this in the soap. If I can find out what species this is, then I'll know the usages. But it seems very what's the word? When you smell peppermint, you go, ooh, it's good, but it hurts your nose a little bit. And when you smell cassia, you're like, oh. And if it touches your skin, it burns you. But this is very gentle. Being that it's edible might have something to do with that. I was doing some research online about edible, and like what makes an essential oil edible, because you know Brambleberry has some edible essential oils, and I was telling somebody, you know, if you're going to use it in an edible situation for your customers, you've got to buy it where it's labeled edible. I said because, sorry, you can't risk it with your customers and putting something that's not marked edible in your creations when it needs to be edible. And I read online, all I could get was lists of essential oil that are edible, and the ones that have advisory warnings, and the fact that a drop is too much. That like a drop of lavender would go in a whole pitcher of iced tea. And one guy was putting a drop on a sugar cube. And they were like, no, that's too much. And, you know, you got to think about it. I mean, it takes, you know, like a whole big patch of a pasture to do this bottle. And so when you put a drop on there, it's like, you know, eating all day half a field per se. So you've got to realize this is very, very condensed and whatnot. So you have to be careful with that. But anyway, they had a whole list like thyme, sage, rosemary, geranium, I think it was on there. It was a whole list. If you want to look it up on a Google search, put edible essential oils, and I came up with list after list after list of places that was listing the ones that are edible. Black cumin was not on it. And black cumin essential oil, I think, may be a new thing that people have been taking and crushing the seeds and putting it in a carrier oil. People have been using the seeds on food, maybe the ground cumin as well, in cooking. But I think possibly that the black cumin essential oil may be a new thing, but I don't know for sure. But I know I never saw it until Essential Depot had it. And so anyway, so it may just be that it wasn't there to put it on the list because we know it's edible. And they seem to explain that essential oils that's made from things that's edible is edible, but usage guidelines can be very strict, and if you put too much, it's like, you know, eating a whole field. So you've got to, and you know, and you might could eat, you know, peppermint leaves, you know, a salad worth be fine, but you know, 300 salads in one drop, that might be a touch too much. So you got to be careful with that. They're explaining, and I've been reading, but I haven't, you know, done everything. And congratulations to whoever gets this. I can't wait. And I am told that my face is on my left side. Okay, so I'm pointing to where my face should be. If I'm wrong, please inform me in the comments, okay? Because I've got to get this down. So if you click on my face, you can go to my channel, and I have a link to Essential Depot, and I just thank you so much for using that link. I get a few pennies for everything you buy, and that so helps me out. And then I also have a link to my website if you'd like to buy some soap from me. Ooh. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. And then I have some Facebook page. I have my Facebook product page. There's where you go to ask questions about my products. And then I have a Facebook soaping page. And that is where you go to ask me soaping questions or just to say hi. And then there's 2 other Facebook pages that I like on there, Super Soapers and Soapers Anonymous. And so if you would, please go to my channel and enjoy those links. And please subscribe. I don't know, that might be on that side. And please hit the like button and share me on Facebook. And please leave me your comments and tell me if my face is right up there. I hope I understood right. And it is. Okay, thank you, Sarah. We're going to so enjoy this. I just want to know the species now because I'm so mystified. I just knew it was going to smell like spearmint. And I would, it's spearmint. Because spearmint gum, spearmint is a mint that's used so much in edible fashion. And this smells like spearmint a little bit to me. But when I smell this, other than total pure ambrosia, it has this fruity, almost nutty flavor. I mean, background smell. When you smell it, I think of fruit. I think of a minty fruit, and like in a chewing gum. And so I'm really, really, really want to know the species of, and we must go to the place that farmers go. And I can't remember it. I know we have one here. It's like DeKalb County, da-da-da. So, anyway, and so I so appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope you've enjoyed it or learned something or had a good time anyway. So, bye everybody.